is going to be probably painting these edges here on this door, so that when it's opened, it's not got a whole bunch of problems everywhere. So first thing we're gonna do is start by taping everything off so we can tape without really having to worry a whole ton. I'm trying to decide where we really want the color and where we don't. Thinking maybe it would be a good idea to do this here. I'm gonna go this. Maybe honestly, what if we flip it upside down? Try that.
This is gonna be kind of annoying.
Shoot. This door must be warped or something, because this is definitely not looking correct. All right. Okay, what is Z people saying? So we got Peyton. Oh my gosh, she said, oh, and Sophie, okay. Said hi, I love how you put Ethan in the title. Bro really likes Ethan. I was looking for another stream, but I came across yours instead. So I guess I'll stay. Also, I don't like him. I was just saying, bro, what is happening here? I'm trying to get over my ex for real. All right, guys. Good for you guys. All right, I'm gonna keep taping over here. forget to paint this, so I might as well. I think my biggest worry right now is that when this door opens and closes multiple times, it might chip some of this paint off. This is not going to be enjoyable. So right now I'm just painting by hand because I don't really want to tape everything. So I just taped a little bit and now I'm just painting, so. I forgot how annoying it is to paint with a paintbrush. It's like playing with slop. Oh, shoot. one of the sides of the door. I think that's all I really want, so I think that's gonna be good. Now I just need to tape the other side of the door and then do that one as well. Okay. Now this one's taped up as well, and then I thought maybe I should do on this edge, but then I realized that it is all tucked away the entire time it's opening and shutting, and so we're not gonna have to do that edge. And so we'll just do this here, and then I think when we paint, like add the actual paint, this is just the primer. I think when we actually paint it, we'll probably do the exact same thing, and so I'll just leave the tape on until we have it completely finished. And then after we do this, I'm gonna check Ethan's tape job because I think it was slightly off, and so I want to make sure that everything is completely crisp so that there's like no problems when it comes to painting, because I don't want to like get on the painting and then I realize that something was wrong in the tape and that I'll have to paint everything, all of the smaller details that were like tape was in the way. I'd have to paint it by hand and that would just not be something I would want to do. So I'm going to go back over it, make sure I have the tape on there correctly, and then we will hit it with the paint. I think that top should be fine, but I might want to take off some of those flappy parts because there were some parts that were hitting the primer when I was priming it, ending up making a lot of problems. Oh, another thing I wanted to do was I wanted to sand down. There was some paint drip and that was my fault because one of the tape bits came down and slapped it, so then I had to apply more paint there and it just got too much in that one spot, so it started dripping. So I decided that we'll just figure it out later, and by that I meant sand it. So that will be fun. I think the lesson of the week is to not buy cheap tape, because you know, a person that was actually the thing that was going through my head is, oh, you can buy cheap tape because like what wrong is gonna happen? Like, it's not gonna be the right quality, and yep, it's not the right quality. Who knew that tape could be bad? Like, definitely not me. Right. We could even install those lights at some point, but I'll probably do that at the end when everything's painted. Oh shoot, I just touched that top. Kind of something that you're not allowed to do, because it makes everything look splotchy. On my way back from church, I was able to see, I saw like this little wood table thing, and so I was thinking, oh, I could probably grab that. But we looked in our car and we didn't really have enough space, so after we were done eating, I decided to go back and look at it, and it was gone, so it's kind of sad. How much thing will be what? How much are you gonna sell? Oh, we're gonna sell it for, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, honestly. I mean, if we're really lucky, not even really lucky, I think 400 is a reasonable price. Based on what I've seen in my location, your area might be different, but I've been looking around and everything that's kind of this theme and this like material and quality is normally around 400. Not, I think maybe I said 4,000, but 400 is what I meant. 4,000 would be absurd. All right, yeah, I might just have to redo this because I mean, like, this is kind of just sad. All that really matters is that down here is tight. And it kind of is, but it's even falling off, which is my problem. Because we bought way too cheap of tape. Like, there's a very small fraction that's Ethan's fault, because most of it's just the fact that this tape is not worth a dime.
Make sure these lines are crispy.
Oh yeah, Problematic. I might end up having to just do a lot of hand paint, because this is just crazy how bad this looks. Some of it maybe we can get away with, but some of it definitely not. Down here is where I'm most worried, because I don't think this is going to be a clean strip at all. So I'm just gonna end up retaping this, because there were way too many areas that were not taped well. So when taping, here's what I recommend. Go in one line. So normally furniture isn't circular, it's normally quite boxy. And so when I'm looking at it and looking how to tape it, so I see there's a corner or an edge here. And so I'll tape this off, and this doesn't really matter because it can be however. So I'll just go place it down. And then you could take, I think the best play would probably be to cut it off rather than bending the tape, because tape doesn't really bend very well. And then it gets like air pockets where it makes it really easy for the tape to come undone. Bro, this tape is not ripping. And actually, it wasn't that bad now that I'm looking at it. It's pretty good, but there were some spots that made it very difficult, almost impossible to get at. And so that's kind of what I'm covering up right now, is the areas that, or not covering up, but like what I'm unrevealing. That's why you just want all of your tape to be very tight and crisp. And if it doesn't look like that, then you're gonna know that the paint job's not gonna look very crisp either. Right here I get to be a little bit more free because it's at the very bottom, and so all I have to make sure is that because no one's going to be lifting this up. Like, no one's going to see under here, and if they do, no one's going to care. And so, for something like this bottom piece, all you have to really worry about is making sure that the actual piece itself that people can see from a top view is going to be completely intact and look the exact way you want it to. Everything else is kind like everything else below here is almost unimportant. And then here we'll just rip it off. Move it over. And I did get a little bit of different tape here. This is something that we've had for a little bit longer. But it's by the brand. It's like a more brand name tape. So I'm hoping it'll work better, but I think we'll figure that out in a little bit. But yeah, like some of this place where the tape fell off is now like covered in primer. And so that's just what I'm trying to definitely avoid in this round of taping, because that's definitely not something that customers are gonna want to see, especially if you're charging like $400 for it. I'm not gonna clean it yet because it wouldn't make sense to clean it now and then it gets all messied up later, so I'm just gonna tape it back off and hope for the best, I suppose. And then I think with this I can probably finish, maybe not. I guess I'll have to do a little bit, one more row of tape, but. And I want to see which works best, having these gaps in it or just going with all of one strip. Oh, that's not going to work well at all. No, that's not going to work at all. So, I think having multiple strips at your straight points is going to be the best option for this. Because tape doesn't bend, surprising. If we get any blue on this down here, first thing is that it's going to be very difficult to get off compared to white. And the second thing is that we better not, because I think this is the best way of taping, and if it's not, I mean, tell me different, but I think I know what I'm doing here, so. And then at that point, I really don't know what the problem is, because this should be better tape, and it should be a better tape job, so we'll see. Yeah, this already looks a lot better. Yeah, alright. We're gonna go one more. I was looking to see if we could get away with it, but I'm not thinking so. I'm thinking this will be the best go. Maybe in like some spots further down that end, I think we could for sure, because we were able to reach all the way up. Definitely not over here. I think this is our last piece. My glove. Gloves are probably not the best thing to be wearing for this because they'll get stuck. But here we are. Alright. Yeah, nope, we're gonna have to go over that one more time because I just don't want it to have 50-50 good. It should be 100 good, 0 bad. That's scientific right there. And then I think when I'm trying to take off some of this paint, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over it with some paint remover and then restain all of that wood to make sure it looks healthy, not like it was just hit by the most toxic chemical known to man, aka paint remover. All right. I think. Nope. We don't settle. We don't settle, baby. Everything's perfect. Oh, I think here comes the baby brother. I can hear him. Definitely can hear him. There we go. And there we are. And there we go. Here we go. Good. Yes. Finally. Alright, that looks great. This doesn't. This definitely does not. Let me see, check the whole perimeter. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is probably fine. If I can tape some of this other stuff down would be nice. It's messy, but I kind of am thinking that we're gonna have to keep it like this because otherwise that'd be a lot more time put into taping that I really don't want to spend. Daddy! Hey, Parker. All right, Parker, his random self. All right. Now we have to do a little bit of sanding. I think with something quite small on our grit level, probably like a 400. I know Ethan was saying 1,000 yesterday, but 400 is already smooth, and 1,000 is just like wiping it down with cotton. So we'll try 400 to get off some of that paint drip look. And we're gonna go on a real slow. There, just a itty bitty. Maybe a little bit faster. Okay, there. Looks good. Now the last thing we gotta do is add some paint and start painting it. Daddy! Yo, Charlie, what's up? Daddy! I just got done eating. What's Parker yapping about, bro? This kid always yapping. Oh, it's not time to eat, Sonny. It's time to work. Yeah, Parker, I heard you. Like the 1000th time. But Parker, I'm not coming to eat. We just ate.
When?
Like before.
What's time?
All right. Come and eat. Come and eat.
And I'm
Okay. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm going to eat right now, but I'll be back and I'll have to paint and a little bit later. Yo, Charlie, what's up? Charlie, what's up, man? Man, I see you. I see you now. What's up, Charlie? Play sometime. Yes, man, I should. I have to finish painting these. So this one has to get painted, and then this one has to get painted. And then I'm done. And then I can take a break. Honestly, I should see if I can paint it real quick, because then I wouldn't have to... never mind. Alright, I'll be back in a second. And then I'll finish painting all this stuff.